What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? To our buddy Big John and G, the Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. And what's up, everyone? And we have another Tabletop Takeout Tuesday. And this game actually hopped in my mind. Actually, I guess I should say it flew in my mind ever since yesterday's drop for the midday monologue and the giveaway gift. This game has a connection to it. Has a very leathery winged connection to it. Yes, because this made me start thinking of dragons. And it got me thinking to the old retro game that I love so much, and it's come up on a few videos here and there, and now I want to talk about it specifically, my friends. Yeah, it's hard to get your hands on. I'm sorry, unless you go to eBay or a relative finds it in their closet somewhere, but I just needed to tell you about Dragonlance from TSR. Well, I guess that'd be Wizards of the Coast nowadays. It was originally published under TSR. So why don't you join me down the table, and I'll tell you all about what I think of Dragonlance. Tabletop Takeout Tuesday. Thank you all for checking this out. Ooh, it's a little bright. Ooh, a little brighter than yesterday. So, as I mentioned, this is a retro game going back to the 80s. It was originally published by TSR, Tactical Studio Rules. You may be familiar with them for their so-and-so kind of hit a few people have heard about, and that's Dungeons and Dragons. And this is, in fact, a Dungeons and Dragons board game, specifically based on their campaign world of Dragonlance. This takes place in the world of Krynn, if you're familiar with that. And this system brings the battle for the lance to your table. And it does it in a 3D environment for combat. And that's one of the things myself and all the teenage and preteen 20-sided warriors, when I was a kid, all my buddies, that's what we really loved about the game, probably more than anything else, was the 3D aspect. And how they achieve that, is really fun. They use what's almost like poker chips. And so you can stack them, and that gives you your elevation. So when you're attacking the other dragons, the dragon riders, you're going to need to be at the right elevation to do so. Otherwise, you're going to have to climb, and you're going to have to descend to do it. And it's also a good way that during combat, you're knocking them down from their elevation until you finally can ground them. And they just like crash right down into the ground. But while you're, there's a plan, right? While you're flying around, jabbing at everyone, trying to make your attacks, trying not to get attacked, trying not to get grounded, you're also trying to get the Dragonlance. See, in the center of the board is a tower. And on top of that tower is the legendary artifact, the Dragonlance. One stab of it can kill any dragon. It is a weapon of mass destruction to the draconic kind. So you need to get this to protect yourselves from the other dragons. Whether you're the bad guy and you want to protect yourself from the good dragons, or whether you're the good guy and you're trying to protect yourself from Lord Vermilion or one of them, or Toad or one of them, Kitiara. Sorry, wow, how can I forget that, Kitiara? Now that's the other point I want to make, is that you are not just blindly flying dragons out there. What you're doing is you are controlling one of the generals, the leaders in the Dragon War. And they each have an ability. They have their own card, which gives them an ability to do something a little bit extra in the game. Give them a little oomph, right? You know what I mean? It's not really huge rule bending by any means. It's the 80s, but it was one of the first times I think I played a game that was similar to that. We had a character that did something different. May not be, but it's far enough back to be one of them, that's for sure. So with all these aspects, between fighting everyone else, it's an all-for-all game. Even if you're on a good side and someone else is on the good side, you still want that Dragonlance. This brings tactical thinking on a 3D level. This is bringing the campaign world to life, the books to life with this. It's a great game, and I highly recommend it. So if you can find that out there somewhere, go get it and play this game. Dragonlance, the TSR. This is one of those games that needs to be brought back. there's been a small little, interest in bringing back retro games. We did that. We saw that Restoration Games. We've seen them do that with Fireball Island, and they're currently getting ready to just hit Kickstarter with Return to Dark Tower. Now, I doubt they're going to be able to get a chance to grab this because, the IP is owned by TSR, which is owned by Wizards of the Coast, so they're not going to be giving it up anytime soon. But hopefully, maybe Wizards of the Coast could look into reestablishing this game for something for the tabletop market, because it's very hard to get your hands on it right now, and it deserves to be played. It deserves to be found, it deserves to be bought, and it deserves to be played, because this game is going to give you a lot of fun. Whether they're going to do it or not is anyone's guess. They already have the base game and everything, and it would be nice to see them do a little update to it, add a little more characters, give a little bit more of an ability that the character you're playing, the general that you're playing, will have maybe some extra abilities to use. If they're really going to revamp, it would be nice to see them bring in some ground forces, I think, that can be doing maybe some attacks on each other as well as attacks on the dragons, with maybe certain weapons only being able to reach dragons at certain altitudes. Like the spearmen can only hit them so far, the bowmen so far, the catapult and the ballistas can hit them the furthest. Something like that would be nice. But, I would be happy if they just reissued the game as it was, so that so many more people out there can get a chance to play this game and enjoy this game. If you're a Dungeons & Dragons fan, you're going to like this game. I'm telling you that. You're definitely going to like this game. If you're a fan specifically of Dragonlance, you're going to love this game. It's going to ramp it up from like to love, boom, in no time. And if you like tactical games, this has all the added flavor of, some of the combat games, the Flying Ace games, World War I, World War II, air combat games. And although I haven't played it, I would imagine a little bit like Dragon Wing as well. I don't know if Dragon Wing includes altitude. It doesn't look like it does, but it does give you the same general idea. They could even use maybe some of the cool miniatures from the Dragon Wing attack games to use for this. It would be nice to see the dragons look different. In the original game, it was all the same mold for the dragon, just painted differently. So it'd be nice to see the dragons look like what the dragons are supposed to look like, the reds, the golds. Give them that Krynn feel and look to them. It'd be really cool. All right, so thank you everyone for listening to my rant on this awesome retro game from days of yore. And thank you so much for heading over to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter and seeing what we do over there. Awesome. And as so many of you know, we have a Zazzle store with some official Two Gun Pixie merchandise, some hats and t-shirts, mugs, and all that, all nerdy, game-related. Go check it out. There might be something you like, maybe something you see for a friend, maybe something you might want to pick up for your dad or your mom. You never know until you take a look. So thank you all for coming right over here to YouTube, for hitting that subscribe, for hitting that notify bell. And that's really awesome. When you like, when you comment on the videos, that's great. I do my best to try to get back to everyone, either written or in video comments myself. And it's also great that you share, because that's how more people are going to find out about Two Gun Pixie, is when you share it, when they see it, and they go, oh, let me look at it. And then it's all on me. Then it's on me to grab them and hook them and hold them. But thank you all for sharing, because that gets the word out. I'm your buddy Big Johnny G. The Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming, and my friends, I am...